Good evening and welcome to the August 11th, 2014 Newark City School Board of Education regular meeting being held at the Roosevelt ASC. It is now 6:30 p.m. Jeff, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Blowers? Here. Mr. Carr?
Here.
Mr. Harden?
Here.
Mrs. Nickum?
Here.
Mr. Blind?
Here.
We have a quorum of 5.
Mr. Carr, you are on deck for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any resolutions or recognitions?
No resolutions or recognitions.
We'll let you introduce Seth and his report.
Yeah, we have a report from Seth Roy on our district website. As you know, Seth made some corrections to the communication, or some adjustments, I should say enhancements, to the communications committee, and went live this summer.
We launched the new NewarkCitySchools.org in June, just after school ended. It was sort of the design of it goes back to the communications committee, which Tim and Kurt both sat on, as well as some teachers and parents in the district. But I just want to give you a quick tour of what you found if you've maybe already been on it. Obviously, when you load it here, there's a big photo slideshow here that once we get school here in session, we'll have updated photos and it won't be 4 months old anymore. Down here, we have quick links to our district social media channels, which is one thing. On our old website, the social media links were little buttons on the very bottom right of the page, so there's more visibility there. We have our district news section here, which of course right now is about bus routes and open house dates and school supply lists, things like that. We kept our district Twitter feed here, so especially when school is in session any night of the week, people don't even have to be on Twitter. They can just visit our website and see the breaking news. If you'll see here, the top tweet here, I don't know if I'm breaking any news for anybody, but Jordan Dart is committed to Ohio University to play basketball. So that, as soon as that happens, people see that on our website and through our Twitter account. Here, upcoming events, sort of a normal calendar, and we'll be adding things to that throughout the year. On the left side here, we have superintendent's message, which will be updated before the first day of school. We have an academic excellence page, and that doesn't have a ton on it yet. The couple things on it right now are where our class of 2014 went to college, also the commencement program and academic honors. This will be where we have honor rolls, things like that, and scholarships and things along that way. The arts link is kind of a landing page for both visual and performing arts, with links to our band, choir, and orchestra pages. And I'll be working with the visual arts teachers for them to kind of add to the website also. And then Wildcat Athletics takes you to an external website, nhswildcats.com, which has obviously news about our athletic programs. And then down here at the bottom, the e-news sign up. Let's see if I remember my password. Okay, so if you want to sign up for a new account, you can just click create a new account, and you add in all of your information. So, oh, now you're going to see my password. Don't worry, don't change it. What you can do from this screen, you enter an email address, and you can also enter phone number if you want to set up text messages. And continue. And then from this page, this is where you set up your dashboard. You can get email alerts of school closings. You can also sign up for online dashboard weekly updates. And what you do, like my daughter's not going to school yet, but next year she'll go to John Clem. So maybe I want to know if there's any updates to the John Clem webpage and to the district page. I can click those, and then on a weekly basis, I'll get emailed any updates to those web pages, whether I visit the website or not. And then my event groups down here, if you want calendar updates too. So I know I want district events, and again, John Clem events, so that I know whatever's entered on the calendar when the Christmas play is coming up, things like that. In those emails, the calendar of events will be included also. So then once you do that, you log into the website, and then you can see specifically what you're looking for, and you can get it emailed to you. So, the options up along the top are pretty similar to what we had on the old website. We have our school link, which takes you to a page of links to each separate school. Calendar link, which right now is pretty much dominated by fall sports and performing arts activities. Board of Education link. Here along the right side, we have bios of each of the board members, link to board policies, and then agendas, minutes, and videos right here. Departments. This is kind of where all of our district level, if you're looking for something specific to curriculum, finance, food service, just sort of any of our district level departments are housed here. And then if you want to find, you can either go to food service, or if you want to find your lunch menus, you can click on lunch menus at the top. And they are not on there yet, but they will be on there shortly for the new school year, right here under lunch menus. You can also apply for a free and reduced price lunch online, and you can pay for lunch online also. And then each of these menus, there are different drop-down options. We have a new alumni section where you can go on and I've had, I don't know, maybe around 70 alumni share their information with us, and then we will share, I'll be able to have a database of alumni now and be able to share information with alumni. And there's also a way for them to submit class reunion forms for us to get the information out. They're under community, just a couple of things I wanted to highlight. When we have a directions page, which is just a Google map to any building in our district and any athletic venue. And then we have a Newark City Schools Live page, which collects social media posts from around the district into one location. From whether it's Wilson Middle School or any of the building accounts in the district account are collected here. We started that when the DC trip last year, and that got a lot of traffic. And then I also wanted to put on fundraisers, which we don't have a lot on here right now. We're just kind of getting started, but I know some of you are involved in activities, and anybody at home, if they're involved in activities and involved in fundraising for school activity, we try to promote it on here. We have that in a couple different spots. Have any questions?
You mentioned the board member biographies. Am I trusting that you remove those shots?
Did I remove the mugshots?
Yes, but now you're criminal record.
Yeah,
No, that's
I
okay.
may have put a picture of a clown. They did some Photoshop with them.
That would be an improvement.
Is that it? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to communications from the floor. Anyone who would like to address the board, feel free to step to the podium, give your name, your address, and Jeff will time you with a 5-minute max.
Okay. Hi, Zach Wilkins, and I live at 447 Langford Court in Gahanna. I am the Director of Bands for Newark High School. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? Just wanted to take the opportunity to swing by. We actually have a music booster meeting tonight, a band booster meeting, so we're going to have to leave right after this. But I wanted to put a name to the face with the new Heritage Director, who is Mr. Lee Howard, who is right over here. So, thanks to the board and for the school district for giving us support, certainly through the Heritage situation, and I'm glad we've got a really, really good guy in place, so thank you very much.
I will mention that some of us were at their preview night a couple weeks ago, and very impressed with the band was sounding and looking.
Thank you very much.
Very good. And even got a good words from the guy over here who really knows. To me, it sounds good. Okay, Jeff, treasurer's recommendation.
Item 2A is approval of board meeting minutes for July 14, 2014 regular meeting. Item 2B is approval of July 2014 financial statements and payment to the vendors. The interest earned in the amount of $3,796.08. General fund has a balance of $21,940,000. Upon retirement is $2,540,000. Permanent improvement is $1,410,000. Building fund has $100,000. Food service has $1,240,000. OSFC project local is $120,000. OSFC project state share is $1,620,000. Insurance reserve is $1,630,000. Classroom facilities is $2,820,000. Miscellaneous others is $820,000 for a total of $34,240,000, which agrees with the bank balance to be exact of $34,241,904.81. Authorization to pay invoice. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the payment for the invoice in the amount of $4,263.15. This was for commissioning of our systems on the OSFC project and all the new buildings where they were tested and checked out for things like air conditioning, heating, any systems in the building. They actually bring in a separate firm that didn't install it to review it, look at the setups, make sure that it's working, functioning, and basically sign off where we don't have that extensive knowledge of the systems. And this was the bill for that. So, any questions or entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments?
Mr. Harden?
Yes.
Mrs. Nickam?
Yes.
Mr. Blind?
Yes.
Mr. Blowers?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, superintendent's recommendations, Doug?
Okay, under personnel, we start, I'd like the board to pull off A, 8B. We're not acting on that tonight, I want to do a recommendation. On page 5. Okay, under personnel, item A, retirements and resignations. I want to point out Josh DeBall, who's been our leakage coordinator the last 4 years, will be on to Linda McKinley to be the athletic director. And I want to mention how much we appreciate what Josh did. He began a program for us with very little direction from the state of Ohio because they canceled it as soon as we put it in. And I thought Josh, along with Dava, has done a wonderful job of making community connections and helping our kids. So we wish Josh well. Also, Ben Martini, who's been the vocal music teacher at Heritage Middle School, has an opportunity in the Heath School District to become the head choral director over there, so we wish Ben well. And as you know, recommended the board approve this as we feel like we found a very suitable replacement for Ben, and we're very fortunate to have that. Along with those resignation or supplemental resignations. Leave of absence, we have one for child care, Nicole Bowers. Item 3, appointments and assignments. Before I recommend this, I want the board to look straight out there behind that camera. This is kind of a unique situation. We have a young man working for us before the board even approves him. So that is Greg Artery, who I'm recommending to lead our instructional technology multimedia production group. And Greg comes to us with an extensive background, networks and editing and a lot of different things he's done. We're excited to have Greg with us. Allison DeSimone, choir teachers. We just talked about Ben Martini and a few others down through there that are new to the district, I believe. And we're about 36 or 37 new certified teachers in the district, which is a lot, a little bit more than what we thought. With resignations and retirements. And I want to compliment Bart Quackenbush, and I know Warren Mindy are sitting back there, Gene Brown and Linda Price, who all started late last winter identifying positions that were going to be open. And getting out to Ohio State, Bowling Green, OU, several other places, and getting the best of the best out there. And we're excited about the new group. They came in last week. Started last week, 3 days, and we're in today. And we think we've got a wonderful group of young kids replacing that experience that we lost. They have a lot of excitement, and like you said, we got a lot of kids that we went after, and we're excited about it. And of those 30-some, over 10, I think 11 are from Newark, and some are from Cincinnati, and some from Bowling Green, so it's a good mix of people. I think they're going to help each other grow and take advantage of our opportunities that we present them. So we're excited to have that group, and that should complete the certified group. Supplemental contracts, again, every month, you know, we work very hard. That list is shrinking so that we have our supplementals taken care of for the school year. Salary and position adjustments. List is on there, as you know, when we hire somebody, we hire them to get them locked into our district so they know they have a job. And then as their paperwork comes in, then we adjust their salary accordingly to where they're located on the salary step. Substitutes, more list of substitutes there that we keep working on year-round to make sure that we have a good list. And then item 8A is approval of agreement for the student resource officer, Newark High School. And I should say it's Newark High School, but Dave, I know you're sitting back there. Dave Officer Bardsley, we appreciate, Dave mainly does Newark High School, but will go anywhere at any time we need him. And I know Dave, and I have, and you know this, I think I called you on vacation when you were fishing and didn't know you were fishing, but he took the call and helped us out. And I probably lost the opportunity to get the biggest fish in the lake that day for him. But my point being, I can call Dave on a Saturday night, or our administrators can, and Dave goes and helps. So it's not just a 7:30 to 3 o'clock agreement. Dave, we appreciate that attitude to help us out. So that's $42,000. My first year here 5 years ago was the last year of a grant that we received to pay that. And so the New York City Police Department's worked wonderfully with us to keep that cost down, because when I chat with other districts, they pay a lot more probably shouldn't say that publicly, should I, Dave? Should I let your boss know that? But we do appreciate that. So items 1 through 8.
May I have a motion, please?
Second.
Questions, discussion? Call roll, please.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Blowers?
Yes.
Mrs. Harden? Mr. Harden, sorry. Typo error. Okay, well, back to school.
Yes.
Mr. Harden?
Louder, shoot the letter.
I got Mr. Nickum to sign on me, okay? Mr. Harden?
Yes.
Mrs. Nickum?
Yes.
Mr. Blind?
Yes.
Thank you, all
We
aye.
haven't done that for a while.
I know that. Been a little while.
Question, thanks.
Okay. Under B, the item we have action on tonight is item 2, special education contracts. And again, these districts, Loudonville and Oregon City, which Oregon City's up by Toledo, more foster place students that we're required to do. So we approve the special ed contracts for them.
Motion to approve 3B2.
Second.
Any questions, discussion? Jeff?
Mrs. Nickum?
Yes.
Mr. Harden?
Yes.
Mr. Blowers?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Blind?
Yes.
Okay, under C, gifts, we are so very fortunate to have such a giving community, not just members of the community, but businesses here in the community to help us do some things for students that ordinarily we couldn't do. We have a $500 gift from Park National Bank for high school career night for girls. We have a $100 donation from Park National Bank for the C-Tag Rally and Alley, along with Newark Rotary of $1,000 for Rally and Alley. I know as a Rotarian here in the community, I'm really excited about that, and I know all of our clubs and organizations here in town help us. But that, as you saw from Hannah, did you write the story from Hannah's article over the weekend in the paper? It's a huge success for our students. I compliment Josh and Dava, along with many people in the community that provide that opportunity for students. So we're thankful for Park National and the Rotary for that donation. And then a clothing for the C-Tag in the alley, $154.61. I would mention that it's an anonymous gift, but if anybody has clothing that matches our dress code for our students, you can drop it off at any of the schools or here, and basically give a polo shirt that's crimson, gray, black, or white, khaki pants. If you want to donate that, we appreciate it because we do have students in need. So thank you for those gifts.
We'll take a motion to approve superintendent recommendation 3C gifts.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Mr. Blowers?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Harden?
Yes.
Mrs. Nickum?
Yes.
Mr. Blind?
Yes. It looks like we will move to board discussion.
I've had a few days just to drive around last week or so, and all the buildings look great, just like new. So it makes me proud to be part of this community when I see how well we take care of the things we have. So I'd like to thank the entire custodial staff, maintenance staff, everyone involved. Thank you. That'll pass.
Well, thanks to those folks who gave us generously gifts to help with the needs of the kids, especially as they come back. There's so much going good in Newark City schools. I know the kids are excited. They're tired of sleeping in. They're ready for school to start next week. You think that? Probably not. But I dropped my son off Friday at Legend and Liberty and was pleased to see that roadway repaired. And so I'm pleased to see the alterations they made there to make that road. I think there was a smart car that got stuck in there last year. And we just considered it we really just considered a nice job of filling in the hole.
We just filled.
Yeah.
Just-
and,
Just feel better.
But it was, but it was nice to see that, and again, just looking forward to a great year being a cat.
Yeah, Tom mentioned earlier, the marching band is sounding great. At the preview, I think that's the best I've seen them at end of band camp week as far as marching, music, and volume and sound. In the 9 years that I've lived behind the practice field, I get the pleasure of hearing them every night. But they look great at preview night. And as I appreciated Mr. Wilkins would end band practice promptly at 9 o'clock because it's bedtime. Wrap things up there. But no, so the band's looking great. I'm excited about the Zanesville game coming up on the 29th. I've heard a lot of community members talking about this football game, so lots of excitement being generated with the new football coach. And from the tweets that I see just among the football players back and forth with each other and stuff, sounds like they're working hard and they're really excited to get out there. So, go Cats.
It's a great time to be a cat. It's a great time to work with a board that can laugh at me and with me. Okay, I do appreciate that. It makes me happy because I figure if they're laughing at me and with me, that means that Doug and myself and the entire staff's doing pretty good. Although school hasn't started this year, we're going to be off to a smiling start anyway. So it's a great time to be a cat, and thank you for allowing me to serve this district.
Okay, start of school on the 20th, Wednesday the 20th, so I mentioned we'll have a lot of students out running around the city, and hopefully they stop and take the time to make sure no cars are coming, but hopefully the cars out there know that students are walking to and from school starting on the 20th, and I would encourage our students who do walk to walk with a friend and always be safe as they're coming to school. Perfect segue from Mike, and I appreciate you taking the time to thank our staff, because I mentioned earlier, and I hope I don't have anybody take me up on this. I'm not picky eating, but I said I would eat off our floors in our buildings right now. Somebody might take me up and say, hey, I'll buy you a hamburger and put it on the floor, you gotta pick up and eat it. But I probably would, they're that clean. And Dave Altepeter and Jeff and I have been talking about some things at the start of school, and we talk about, okay, we have new buildings now. What do we do from here? How do we make sure that they get the longest life that we can out of our floors and walls and roofs and ceilings and everything inside those? And so we are really making an effort to make sure that we take care of that. That's things that'll live long after we're going here, but we'll get the most out of those buildings. And I know the board is conscious of that too. And so we're talking a lot about those type of things right now. And one thing that we can do is take care of them and have our kids enter a clean environment. And I have been going around the district, and I'm so pleased with our staff and what they've done. And there are some projects outside that the rain is holding back a little bit, but we'll get them done. And I appreciate Dave Altepeter and Larry Williams' leadership in that department, and our entire staff for what they do. We're also just informed the board and community, Jeff and I've had discussions about, okay, our buildings are done and our staffs are replaced right now, but financially, where are we at? And trying to compare ourselves to 5-6 years ago when Jeff and I came in. Where are we at from a staff standpoint on the number of staff that we have? Where are we at financially on where we've been? And Jeff is really good at analyzing those type of things. So here in the future, you'll be seeing some data from that as I look around the room, I know Dave was sitting out there, and Seth as two media representatives when we did our buyout. Where are we at after that buyout phase? And so we're looking at things like that. And I think we have I think we've changed a lot of things and organized some things in the district, and financially it's been from a cost neutral or savings position. And so we're excited about sharing some of that data with the board and the community. And I would mention, you'll see some things on the Common Core out there and some efforts maybe to try to repeal that. We've sent letters out to our state representatives and our state senator and the state board. I believe I will be testifying the 21st. We'll do some things tomorrow. It's not necessarily Common Core, but I would mention that this district has put a lot of time, effort, and spent funds on professional development to lead our staff into that. And just personally, from my standpoint with the Common Core, what would be replacing the Common Core? And what's the plan? And there seems like there's no plan there. And so that's where my biggest effort is right now, is not to just throw us in that. So, but I wouldn't get too concerned either that the Common Core is going to be repealed, just because you see a newspaper article or two about it. So we do have our eye on that a little bit, and so those are some things we're excited about the start of school year. Somebody said something to me the other day, a parent, and I said, boy, I tell you what, these buildings were built for kids, and it's time to get kids back in. We're excited about the kids coming back in, and we've got great kids here and great staff, and excited to get the new school year started. And as always, it's a great time to be a cat. I'm excited about it.
I'd just like to welcome everybody to a new school year, especially the new staff, new students, and encourage everyone to get out and support our students. There are many activities. There's multiple things going on basically every day of the week. And encourage you to check the website and see what's going on, get out and support our people. With that, I would ask for a motion to adjourn to executive session for the purpose of appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of an employee, and do not anticipate taking any action after we return.
So moved.
Who was the second? Tim?
Flowers,
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Arden,
Yes.
Mrs. Nickam,
Yes.
Mr. Blind,
Yes.
all aye, timeout 7:04.